Hey YouTubers, another one. This one's a few days old. I kind of want to bring it up anyway. Ford announces 12,000 layoffs, 5 plant closures across Europe. This is not good, guys. This is very bad, especially when it's the private sector that's being clipped. It's from June 28, 2019. In a statement and conference call with investors yesterday, Ford Motor Company announced it will lay off 12,000 workers and shutter 5 plants across Europe by 2020, a 20% reduction of its workforce on the continent. Uh-oh. The announcement is part of the global restructuring that the company announced last October. In January, it reported that it would slash a significant number of its European workforce of 51,000. Wow, that's a lot of work. In ensuing months, it has worked with what it calls the trade union partners and governments across Europe to suppress the growing anger and resistance of workers. Yeah. The company's statement yesterday confirmed that it would close its plant in Blanquefort, France, near Bordeaux, destroying approximately 800 jobs and ending its production in the country. The Bridgton assembly plant in Wales with 1,700 jobs, and 3 plants located in Russia in Nezabany Chinli Assembly and St. Petersburg Assembly, which closed June 20. And Albuga engine plants destroying 2,000 jobs together. Wow. Yeah, I don't blame these people for getting upset, you know. It's also ending production of its C-Max passenger vehicles and its Solarius assembly plant in Germany, laying off more than 5,000 workers combined at the Solarius and Cologne. The statement referred to as unknown number of layoffs at this plant in Valencia, Spain. In addition, it is selling Kechendik transmission plants in Slovakia. These actions, which would have devastating consequences for tens of thousands of workers if implemented, immediately triggered an almost 3% rise in Ford's share price yesterday. The Wall Street Journal, the Voice of America Finance, noted that the shares have rallied 33% this year amid the emerging view among some investors and chief executive Jim Hackett's turnaround plan is beginning to gain traction. They anticipate billions more dollars handed directly to corporate and financial elite in the form of dividend payouts and hedge funds and the billionaire parasites that control them. Ford's total dividend payouts over the last 5 years averaged $2.79 billion per year, equivalent to approximately $14,000 for each one of Ford's 200,000 workers globally. The top five years have averaged $2.79 billion per year, equivalent to approximately $14,000 for each Ford's 200. I read that already. Will receive approximately $600 million this year, which could provide immediate $3,000 raise for every worker. But the financial markets are demanding far more. The journal noted that CEO Hackett has been under pressure from analysts have questioned whether he is moving quickly enough to boost profitability, he added. Hackett still has a long way to go. So, wow. Remember back in the day, it was like, oh, yeah, that's old John. Old John's been working for us many years, you know. Raised a whole family through this job, put his kids through school, and, working hard. Now he's looking to his retirement, blah, blah, blah. Man, there's no more stability in work anymore. You are not stable anymore. I mean, a lot of these people have probably been working there for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. But now, as the millennials start looking for work, it's all contract crap. Nobody wants you long term. Nobody wants you, so then you start generating a pension, start generating, what's that pay you get when you get laid off after every year you work? You get one week's pay. It's called, oh, God. Anyways, it's a pay you get every if you put it in the comments below. Yeah, so it's really bad. You can't really build a presence. You can't really get into a job and grow into it. Back in the day, you would start cleaning the floors, and before you know it, you could be a branch manager, or supervisor, or regional manager. Who knows? It's the sky's the limit. It's a ladder. It's an escalator going up. And if you work hard and, you start a dish pit and start a Red Seal chef, right? But it's hard to find anything to grow into anymore. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Well, I'm not trying to put anyone down, right? Okay, it's called severance pay. Every year you work for a company, they give you 1 week severance pay. You work 10 years, you get 10 weeks severance pay. It's not much, but it's something to look forward to when you retire too, included in your retirement package with your severance. But anyways, guys, what's happening? I remember back in the day, people would companies like this would be throwing benefits at employees to come and work for them, throwing all kinds. Oh, here's dental, here's your glasses, here's this, oh, here's medical, here's everything. Come and work for us. Spend your life with us and you'll have a great pension in 20 or 30 or 40-year package, whatever you take. But it's gone. And now with retirees hitting the wall right now and looking like they have to be Walmart greeters, even though Walmarts are closing, what's going to happen? There's a meeting in the Brinch Plant Votes for Strike Action Union Unite Facebook page. There it is there. Wow. In May, Ford announced the elimination of 7,000 white-collar job cuts in North America. I covered this. That's office jobs. That's just people, I don't know, pushing pencils, right? Or 10% of its global salaried workforce, even as engineers, technicians, managers, and white-collar workers being escorted out of their office buildings. Wall Street analysis said Ford would have to slash another 23,000 salary jobs to meet its cost-cutting target. The company has cut hourly workers in the U.S., including eliminating a shift at the Flat Rock assembly plant in suburban Detroit. Ford's restructuring is part of the new offensive by all the automakers, internationally spurred by a global downturn in sales. Remember Henry Ford, how he used to pay his employees so much money? Back in the day when Henry Ford says, oh, you pay a living wage to your workers, and workers should be able to buy what they're producing in the factories. He believed that, oh, this man working on this car here should be able to buy this with his salary. But now it's changed so much. I wonder what Henry Ford would say today if he knew how global his company became now, how cut back and greedy it's become. Ford restructuring is part of a new offensive. I read that already. Ford's statement notes that it will expand electrical vehicle production while shifting passenger vehicle production primarily to Turkey. It entered all heavy vehicle production in South America last year as a part of global transformation plan aimed at slashing $14 billion in costs. This is very long. I'm not going to read all this, but you get the gist of what's going on. The article is called Ford Announces 12,000 Layoffs, 5 Plant Closures Across Europe. But I'm it's disappointing. And it's disappointing to a degree where there's no more stability in work. All these people with all these degrees and stuff, and they can't find anything permanent. They're just getting temporary contract work. Why? Because the employer doesn't want to be responsible anymore for their employees and their well-being. Anyways, guys, I want to know what you guys think about this. This is crippling, and it's going to just get worse, especially when the private sector jobs. And if the private sector can't fund the public sector, it's going to be a poop show of raising taxes all around. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit me up on Patreon and buy me a coffee. Thanks for watching, guys.